boy. Stay. Down. Good boy. Okay, so as you guys can see, we have our oldie Rio here. Good boy. Hi, handsome. Good boy. Just wanted to say, you can teach an old dog new tricks. It just takes a little bit longer. You know, of course, we're working against how much time they've had to keep the same habits that they've been forming for years. But I think it's definitely possible to change the way that they think, change the way that they perceive the world, slow their brains down, have them focus. Good boy. And Brio is a Pomeranian, so just like our boy Kugel, who went home, I think, last week. He's a working boy. He loves to work. He loves to be engaged with. He loves to be told what to do. He's got a busy brain. So just using that, also keeping in mind that he's got an old man body. So taking it easy on him. I think our main focus is to have him relax on command. Not so much the leash stuff, although it is important to have him follow on the leash. It's not, I don't want to push him too much and having him sit and lay down and having him do all those reps consistently, given his body. But overall, I think we can expect the same things from him that we would expect from younger dogs. Good boy. Good boy, Rio. Yeah, he's handsome. He has alopecia, so he's a little bald in the body. Down. Look, I mean, he knows how to work his downstay, but me being here next to him with the food here is distracting for him enough to where he wants to break it. So I'm going to keep working that, and then I'm going to space out the time in between giving him the food. Down. Stay, boy. Stay. But I had a quick thought that I wanted to bring up to you guys, and it all just has to do with exactly what I'm doing here, getting your dogs to think. I think it's super important to try to think about dog training that way in, yes, we are teaching sit, lay down, stay, come, drop it, leave it, but we are thinking layers deeper where we're teaching the dogs to slow their brains down, to relax regardless of what's going on around them. And I was thinking about this where I feel like every dog owner has had that moment with their dog on the couch when they're relaxing with them and they see that their dog has soft eyes and they're hanging out, and then they're looking at them saying, I wish you could be like this all the time. And with my experience of doing this for, at this point, 10 years now, I've seen hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dogs go through this exact program, and every single one has left changed for the better. And I think overall, especially with our alumni, our dogs that come back, or even our dogs that have left the program whose owners don't implement the training all the time, my thought was that there's so much untapped potential in your dog that you're not seeing because you're not requiring from them. So, you guys hear us say all the time to teach them how to relax on command, and it's exactly the same the same state of mind that they're in when you're hanging out on the couch with them and they have soft eyes is what we're looking for all the time. Come here, boy. Sit. Down. Good boy. Stay. Stay. Stay, Rio. Oh. So he's having trouble with getting affection, and then me leaving him, and then on top of wanting the food. So let's see how he does. Oh boy. So yes, my thought was trying to figure out how to inspire you guys to tap into the training. Again, for those of you who have your dogs at home, who have gone through a training program, maybe you're not implementing it, maybe you're still getting some of the same bad behaviors, and most of it is because, well, maybe we haven't spent enough time with you, to continue to coach you and show you how to work with your dog. But come here, boy. Sit. Down. Stay. Saw a squirrel. If we want our dogs to think when they're in the highest state of anxiety, which in my opinion, anxiety is I see a squirrel and I'm super insecure and I'm shaking in the corner, right? The body responds the same way, in my opinion, to those two things. So the heart rate goes up, they're not thinking, right? So elevated state of mind overall. So if we're wanting our dogs to think in those moments, then we need to teach them that it's normal to think. And we don't think about, when our dogs are following us around the house, we think it's cute, we think it's nice that they need our comfort, but what we're not realizing is there's codependency happening there. There's, again, that anxiety is coming up where they're going, I need to get to you, I need to get to you, I need to get to you, right? And in my opinion, and just so you guys can put this into a little bit more perspective and see this, anxiety feels the same in a dog as it does in a human. So I know most people have had some form of anxiety in some way. So if you can put yourself in the shoes of the dog in that moment, then you can definitely say like, oh, that's not a good place I want my dog to be in, right? So yes, 100%, it's easy, down. It's easy to justify the dog's state of mind just based on the fact that they're a dog, right? It's normal for our dogs to go and chase squirrels. It's normal for our dogs to be, maybe skittish and nervous about things. These things are normal. It's normal for them to want to chase the squeaky ball and be obsessed with it. But also, you can teach them to relax around those things. So it is normal. They come out the womb that way, but it's us that gets to shape and mold them and show them what our expectations are. So it's just like with kids, sure. Kids might also come out of the womb impulsive. We are all animals at the end of the day, and we have animalistic instincts, and that has to do with impulse, and babies try to touch things and grab things and put them in their mouths, and that's impulse. So being able to slow the brain down, teach them not that, not this, not that, just focus on this one thing, which is relaxing, will slow the brain down and will ease the anxiety. So in essence, we're also teaching them to self-soothe. So just something I've been thinking about a lot overall in just trying to inspire you guys, hopefully our clients, to tap into the training, work with your dog, see what they're capable of. I think that dogs can be incredible companions when they're thinking. I think it's difficult to handle them when they're not thinking, but when it's normal for them to think, then all of your problems are more than likely going to be solved. Maybe, yes, our dog Dia, she will still bark at a squirrel when she's out here. But as soon as we tell her, as soon as we snap or say get inside or quiet, she listens right away. So being able to have an on and off switch like that and telling them, hey, come here, lay down, relax, like it's all good. Down. Oh, he's a funny boy. So even like this, right? He's getting a little aroused. He's seeing birds and he sees squirrels and, he's listening to things going on. I'm not really giving him a lot of food. So what's happening? He's distracting himself with other things. But he's on the, what I'm requiring of him is to relax and take it all in. So instead of maybe him getting up and barking and going crazy over the bird he sees right now, he's relaxing on command, he's watching it pass by, and he's seeing life happen, which is socialization in my opinion. So just some things for you guys to think about. I'm really trying to figure out how to inspire our current clients to tap into the training, to continue to work with your dog, to make them the companions that you sent them to us to be for you, right? But the thing is, we can't fix your relationship with your dog for you. We can give your dog the tools it needs to help you build the relationship you're looking for, but unfortunately, we can't mold your relationship, right? We can only try to inspire you guys to do the work to get to that point. But that was my thought while I'm hanging out with my boy Rio. Down. Well, I was gonna give him a treat, but then he heard me say his name, but I'm gonna wait a second. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah. I hope that maybe gave you guys a little bit of inspiration. Yeah. Stay. But just again to leave off and say, you know, your dogs are capable of so much more than you might think. And all of that has to do with giving them the direction, the structure, the guidance, the leadership that they need in order to get there. Because again, I've been doing this for 10 years. I don't think I've seen one dog go through a program where we've said, this can't be done with this dog. Every single dog, in my opinion, is capable of getting to that point, unless there are some true genetic issues, you know, brain problems and things like that, something deeper, right? But overall, I think every dog is capable of being able to get to this point where they're in a state of calmness and it becomes normal for them. So, just a thought for you. Stay, boy. Good boy, stay. Down.